Hey all, welcome back to another Mini-Sode, where today we'll be talking about Broken Sword the Sleeping Dragon, the third entry in the popular adventure series. Taking place a few years after the second game, The Smoking Mirror, you play as George Stobart, a patent lawyer who's flying to the Congo to meet a scientist who is claimed to have invented a machine that produces a limitless energy supply. However, a storm hits the plane, causing it to crash. George makes it to the lab, only to see the scientist killed by a mysterious man and his bodyguard. Going by the clues found in the lab, George sets out to uncover the mystery laid out before him. Now, having never played this series before, I have to say that the story's pretty good. In fact, given my love of good adventure stories, I'm shocked I never did. Maybe it's due to the fact that the first two games were point-and-click games, and that was never really something I could get into, no matter how hard I tried. Thankfully for me, that's not an issue with the Sleeping Dragon. Instead of said point-and-click controls, the Sleeping Dragon goes for a more direct approach, with you actually moving George and his friend Nico in some spots, with the analog stick. To progress through the story, you must collect items throughout the areas and use them with either other objects, background scenery, or NPCs. You know, typical adventure game fare. You also have conversations with NPCs by way of a dialogue tree to receive hints and bits of story.
You seen that guy walking up and down?
The army type? Kind of Englishman I'm allergic to.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, if you have a couple of 100 years, I'll explain it to you.
I'm worried he might be out to kill someone.
Now you're beginning to understand my allergy.
What I like about this game is that doing all of this is very easy with the simple controls. The best way I can describe it is, think of a Telltale game, where you would have the options to do something mapped to the 4 face buttons. The Sleeping Dragon operates the same way. Whenever a certain action is needed, just press the corresponding button. This setup is perfect for those who want to enjoy a good story, but just aren't feeling the mouse and keyboard setup. Visually, the Sleeping Dragon looks really good, even today, with colorful, varied environments ranging from the Congo, England, Paris, and more, while character models are surprisingly still looking pretty good, even if their facial animations can sometimes look a little goofy.
Is this the right place for the audition?
You again.
Aha, so this is the girl. Petra, my dear, you must introduce us.
Nico Collard? Senor Susaro.
Meanwhile, the music is a wonderful orchestral score, which is to be expected of an adventure game of this scope, only playing during the big action scenes, with ambient noises filling the void, or unless you figured out something in the game. Voice acting fares just as well, especially our main protagonists, with most of the supporting characters and NPCs doing an okay job.
It was some kind of a rehearsal. As a one-time director of the Idaho Players, I was no stranger to the thespian arts.
Where is it? We must have the location.
I tell you, I don't know.
Ah!
Let me do this properly. I know I can break her.
As you wish, Petra.
I'm not scared of you, you bunch of thugs.
Bravo! Ooh!
Even though it's the third entry in the series, Broken Sword the Sleeping Dragon is a great adventure game for those who are always interested in the genre, but not so much into point-and-click games. With its easy-to-use controls and engaging story, it's totally worth giving a try. Now, the series did continue with the latest entry, The Serpent's Curse, coming out in 2013. However, the series returned back to its point-and-click roots. Maybe the full control scheme just didn't really work out back then, but with the popularity of the Telltale games, who knows? Maybe we'll get another fully controllable adventure with George and Nicole someday. But for now, this is the Dolly Popka. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Even spookier than the photo.
Sends a shiver up my spine.
Sure that's not your vampire-slaying genes kicking in?
Sorry, George. You're out of luck.
I hope Bruno's still in there. Now I'm really pissed.
Look on the bright side. We don't have to worry about car chases anymore.